Serpent. Yes, sir. Serpent. Of course, sir. Yes, sir. Moving, master. Yes, my lord. Moving, master. Great haste. Of course, sir. With great haste. Moving, master. Yes, sir. Serpent. With great haste.
We have no more rice.
Like a bullet. Point the way. Moving.
Yes, sir.
We have
great
no
haste.
more rice.
Point and shoot with pleasure. Moving. Like a bullet with pleasure. Point the way. Moving like a bullet. Point and shoot. Moving like a bullet. Point and shoot. In my sights.
Yes, sir. Yes, my lord. With great haste.
Moving like a bullet. Taking aim with pleasure. Point and shoot. With pleasure. Moving like a bullet. Point the way with pleasure. Point and shoot. Fire when ready. Steady. Point the way. Attack. Steady like a bullet. Attack. Let loose. In my sights. Moving. Attack. Point the way. Moving with pleasure. Point and shoot. In my sights. Point and shoot. Fire. In my sights. Let loose. Fire when ready. Moving. Like a bullet. Moving. Point and shoot. Fire. Steady. Point the way. Attack. Let loose. Steady. Attack. Point and shoot. With pleasure. Moving. Steady. With pleasure. Attack. Moving. Point the way. Let loose! Fire when ready. Steady. Attack! Steady. Let loose! With pleasure. Fire! Taking aim. Attack! Let loose! Fire when ready. Moving like a bullet. With pleasure. Shoot! Fire! Fire when ready. Fire! Steady. Attack! Moving. Taking aim. Steady. Attack! Steady. Fire! Point and shoot with pleasure. Taking aim. Shoot! Point and shoot. Steady. Attack! Taking aim. Steady. With pleasure. Point the way. Shoot! Steady. With pleasure. Point and shoot like a bullet. In my sights.
Yes, my lord. Serpent.
With pleasure. Moving. With pleasure. Point and shoot.
Yes, sir. With great haste.
Moving. Like a bullet. Point and shoot.
Serpent. Moving, master.
Moving. With pleasure. Point and shoot. In my sights. Point the way. Let loose! Fire! Taking aim. Fire! Let loose! Moving. Taking aim. Steady.
Of course, sir.
Attack!
Yes, sir. Serpent. Yes, my lord.
With pleasure. Like a bullet. Moving.
Moving, master. Yes, my lord.
With pleasure. Point the way. In my sights. Moving. Point the way. With pleasure.
Moving, master. Of course, sir.
Point and shoot. In my sights. Point the way. Like a bullet. Point the way. Like a bullet. Point the way. Moving. In my sights. Like a bullet. With pleasure. Like a bullet. Point the way. Point and shoot. Point the way. Moving. In my sights. With pleasure. Moving like a bullet. With pleasure. Point and shoot. With pleasure. In my sights. With pleasure. Point and shoot. Like a bullet. With pleasure. Point the way. Moving. With pleasure. In my sights, point and shoot. With pleasure. Moving. Point the way like a bullet. With pleasure.
Yes, sir. Yes, my lord. Yes, sir.
Point and shoot with pleasure. Fire when ready. Point and shoot. In my sights with pleasure. Point the way. In my sights. Moving like a bullet. With pleasure. Point and shoot. In my sights. Moving like a bullet. Point the way. Moving in my sights. Moving in my sights. Like a bullet. With pleasure. Point and shoot. Moving. Fire! Point and shoot. Shoot! Fire! My sights.
Moving, master.
With pleasure. Point and shoot. In my sights. Moving like a bullet. Point and shoot. In my sights. Moving. Point and shoot.
With great haste.
With pleasure. Point and shoot. In my sights. With pleasure. Point and shoot. Let loose. With pleasure. Point and shoot. Like a bullet. Point the way. In my sights. Point the way. With pleasure. With pleasure. Point the way. Steady. Attack. Let loose. Point the way. With pleasure. Point and shoot. In my sights. With pleasure. In my sights. Point the way. Moving.
Of course, sir. Yes, my lord.
Point the way. With pleasure. Point and shoot. Fire when ready. Point the way. Like a bullet. In my sights. Like a bullet. Moving with pleasure. In my sights. Shoot! Moving like a bullet. In my sights. Like a bullet. Point the way with pleasure. Like a bullet. Moving with pleasure. Moving like a bullet with pleasure. Point the way. In my sights.
With great haste. Of course, sir.
Point the way like a bullet with pleasure. And shoot. Moving like a bullet. Moving like a bullet with pleasure. Fire! Moving with pleasure. Point and shoot. Point the way like a bullet. Point and shoot. Point the way. Point and shoot. With pleasure. Like a bullet. Moving. Point the way.
Quick and sure.
Point and shoot. With pleasure. Moving. In my sights. Point and shoot.
Armed and dangerous. On target. Armed and dangerous.
In my sights. With pleasure. Point and shoot. Like a bullet. Moving.
Point the way.
In my sights. Steady.
Armed and dangerous. On target. Quick and sure. Armed and dangerous. Quick and sure.
Moving like a bullet.
Put it up. Smoke.
Point and shoot. Point the way. Moving like a bullet. Moving with pleasure. Moving with pleasure. Point and shoot. Attack! Like a bullet. Moving with pleasure. Point and shoot. Fire when ready. Challenge. Attack! Moving with pleasure. Point and shoot. Point the way. Moving like a bullet. In my sights, like a bullet. With pleasure. In my sights, with pleasure. Like a bullet. Point the way. Fire! With pleasure. Point and shoot. Point the way. Taking aim. Shoot! Steady! Attack! Steady! Fire when ready, with pleasure. Shoot! Steady! Like a bullet. Point the way. Fire! Point and shoot. Like a bullet. With pleasure. Attack! Fire! Taking aim. Steady! Moving like a bullet. Attack! Steady! Attack! Steady! Moving in my sights with pleasure. In my sights. Point the way with pleasure. Moving with pleasure. Point and shoot. In my sights. Point the way with pleasure. Moving like a bullet with pleasure. Fire! Taking aim. Moving, steady, attack! Shoot! Like a bullet. Fire when ready. Taking aim. Fire! Attack! Let loose! Point the way. Moving like a bullet with pleasure.
Crush them.
Moving